Woo! What's up, everyone? Coach Dan back again for day 104 of our at-home OTF workouts, and it's another Tuesday, which means we got another Greatest HIITs Edition. So these are great workouts, guys. We like to revisit some of the more popular blocks from last week, and we're throwing in some back and biceps, shoulders, core, legs. So it really is a total body workout. It's gonna be great. We also got 3 opportunities to join in live on Zoom. So we've got early 7 a.m. with myself, then we got later 1 p.m. with Coach Katie, and then finally 7 p.m. with Coach Emily. So you don't want to miss it. Get on one of those, share your results. Remember the hashtag #ICANIWILL on social media. Have a great one. See you soon.
Team, welcome back to another dynamic warm-up. It is a 5-minute block. We're going to go through the exercises one at a time. Are you ready, Jess?
Ready.
All right, the first are the hip rocks. So you're going to plant one knee to the ground, shift your weight forward and backward, keeping a neutral spine through those hips, extending one leg out. After that, there is a squat to stand. So you're going to drop the elbows into the knee, lift through the hips, stretching out the hamstrings, and return back into the squatted position. After that, you will go into a forward lunge, into an overhead reach, stepping, plant one foot out, and then reach overhead, bringing those arms back to center. After that, you have the cross-leg squat. So you're going to shift your weight to the left and to the right, making sure you lift 1 foot and toe off the ground, shifting that weight to the left and the right. After that, there's a jack twist. You're going to imagine you have one object in your hand on the toes. You want to twist to the left and the right. Small bounce in the hips, bring that heart rate up. 5-minute block. Let's get to work.
gonna be 4 minutes long. We're working the back and the biceps. You're gonna grab a mini band and 2 medium-sized objects. Place the mini band around your wrist. Pick up your objects. Your first exercise is your hammer curl. Standing set position, some tension in the core. Lock the elbows into the rib cage. Drive your objects up to your collarbone and return slowly back down, palms facing in. Your second exercise is your hip hinge, low row. Same set position, that soft bend in the knee, straight line from the ears down to the hips, palms still facing in as you drive your elbows back and then slowly return back down. Your option for both of these exercises is to remove the mini band. Your goal is a minimum of 3 rounds, both exercises at 8 reps. Let's get to work.
right, fam, here we go. We got a nice 8-minute upper body block. Angela, are you ready to get down with this block right now?
Yes.
All right, we are going to start with an around the world raise. Her two objects are in her hand, her arms are slightly bent, palms facing forward. Going to bring those objects all the way up to the top. Option, limit that range of motion, turn it more into a lateral raise. Next one, going to bring those palms up facing her. We're going to simply push those weighted objects up to the ceiling. You don't need to push all the way up, but just make sure you have a good range of motion going, keeping that core drawn in, or bring your belly button drawn into your spine. She's going to bend over at the hips for our nice hip hinge high row. Palms are facing the rear with her elbows out to the side. She's going to make sure she exhales as she brings those weighted objects up. And the very last one is an alternating shoulder press. Hands are lined up with the ears. Her palms are facing forward. She's going to drive up with one, bring it down slowly, alternate with the opposite arm. Remember, you must draw that belly button into your spine, keep that core engaged, and keep those heart rates elevated. Let's get to work, fam.
pointed right at me. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be your man. There's a photo of me in your shooting gallery, but you can't see my face. Just a target in its place. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be your man. The gun in your hand, the hunt for your man. Once you take aim, nothing will be the same. The gun in your hand, the hunt for your man. Once you take aim, nothing will be the same. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be your man.
All right, team, this is your cardio block. It is 10 minutes long and designed to really jack up that heart rate. So the first exercise is going to be 5 reps each. You've got a swing lunge. Taking 2 objects, you're going to step forward, working the quadricep muscles, and you'll step back. Make sure to keep that chest nice and tall. The next is going to be 10 reps. You've got Frogger jumps. You're going to drop the glutes to the floor, keep your heels flat, and power your body to the ceiling and give those glutes and quads some work. Next, we've got those skier swings. At 15 reps, you're going to take your objects, thrust through the hips, lock your shoulders out, squeezing the glutes and the shoulders at the very top. Once that is completed, you're then going to go 20 jumping jacks, giving dynamic power, opening the body up, using those arms and using the legs on those tippy toes. You're going to repeat these exercises until time is called. Let's get that heart rate elevated and get to work.
Bring on the core, they said. Well, here it is. 5 minutes of it, working with 3 exercises. Coach, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do what we do. Starting with our forearm plank to leg lift. This is gonna be 12 total. Making sure your elbows are stacked directly underneath your shoulder, core is engaged, and when you lift your leg up, it's just a couple inches, being sure to squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings. Rolling it over to your leg raise. Very important that we press our lower back into the floor, keeping our legs straight. When we drop our legs, it's just a couple inches, and then we bring it right back up. That looks good, coach. If you need an option, just shorten up your lever, tap your heels to the floor, squeeze the lower abs, and lift up. We're gonna finish with our feet towards the ceiling there. It's our alternating toe reach, 12 total. Opposite arm, opposite toe. With that twisting motion, you'll notice that in your obliques. You should be feeling that on fire. What do you think, coach?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we think you'll like it too. Let's see what you have, Orange family.
made it. 4-minute flexibility block coming up next. We're gonna start calming that body down and relaxing those muscles. Didi, you ready to do this? All right, we're gonna start with a cobra stretch here. We're gonna lay flat on that mat so our bellies are down, hands by your chest. We're gonna drive up, bring that chest up, really feel that stretch on your abdominal muscles. Now, 20 seconds there, then we're going into the angled child's pose. Big toes are gonna be together here. You're gonna walk those hands out and 2 steps over to one side first, hold it 20 seconds, right back to that center position. We'll do 20 seconds on the other side. From there, Didi, we're gonna go into that tabletop position, right into a kneeling reverse forearm stretch. Your fingers are gonna be facing your knees. Gently sit your hips back to feel that stretch on your forearms. From there, we're gonna take a seat, turn all the way around. We have a hurdler stretch. So one leg is gonna be tucked in, other leg extended. Gently lean forward, feeling that stretch on your hamstring. And lastly, we're gonna get into a book opener. So you're gonna lay flat on your back here, Didi. Opposite, your left knee's gonna come towards your chest. Your opposite hand's gonna pull it over to one side, other arm extended. Hold it there, 20 seconds each side. Let's relax.